Dominica celebrates 11th PetroCaribe anniversary, over $500,000 to ready schools for New Year, and September is Buy Dominica Month. Thank you for joining us on another edition of National Focus. I'm Shaakira Pierre.
And I'm Kerdisha St. Louis. Stay with us for details of the headline stories after this.
Think water, think life. Water refreshes, restores, cleans, and enhances growth. Potable water is a benchmark for development. DOWASCO is serious about its mandate to ensure easy access to potable water island-wide and provide sewage services for a cleaner environment. DOWASCO is your water and sewage company.
Thanks for staying with us. On Wednesday, Dominica celebrated the 11th anniversary of the PetroCaribe Energy Cooperation Agreement between Dominica and Venezuela. The ceremony was attended by the Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, Venezuelan Ambassador to Dominica, His Excellency Hayden Pirella, and Honorable Minister for Housing and Lands Reginald Austri. Other cabinet ministers and staff of PetroCaribe and the Venezuelan Embassy were also in attendance.
I believe that PetroCaribe is a true symbol of unity and integration. And we must always be eternally grateful to the efforts and the leadership of President Hugo Chavez, of blessed memory, who was the architect of the creation of PetroCaribe. I want to place on public record my gratitude and that of the government to the management and staff of PetroCaribe for the excellent manner in which you have been managing PetroCaribe. And all of you, each of you, must be personally and collectively proud of your efforts at the management of the company. And you can see they're all young people. And this business was new to Dominica in many regards. And you've all lived up to the expectation of the objectives and mission of PetroCaribe. And you must recognize that your responsibility is beyond just your job, your terms of references, but that you are ambassadors of Dominica, and that you are making a contribution towards the deepening and strengthening of bilateral and multilateral relationships with Dominica and the Caribbean and some Latin American countries.
General Manager of PetroCaribe Dominica, Henry Blanco, highlighted the achievements of their 9 years of operations in Dominica.
We have expanded our LPG market and increased sales by over 50% in 2014, and very soon we will enter the other segments of the market. We are ready to receive bulk LPG with the completion of our sphere. We continue selling the LPG to our customers at the lowest price island-wide, and also we are about to increase the numbers of benefactors on our social LPG program. We have also been doing a very serious investment in order to make our plant a state-of-art facility with the highest international safety standards.
Blanco said that despite the challenges currently facing Venezuela, PetroCaribe has kept its commitment to Dominica. He stated that the company is focused on ensuring the agreement is fully operational. He also divulged that the most challenging year for PetroCaribe Dominica was 2015 due to the devastation caused by Tropical Storm Erica.
Prior to the passage of the storm, we were on the verge of completing several projects which would have strengthened the market, our position in the market. Nonetheless, with the commitment of our staff, various teams from PetroCaribe, aside from Venezuela, and the tremendous support of the government of Venezuela and Dominica, we were rebuilt stronger than before.
The PetroCaribe General Manager promised their continued support to sports, culture, education, and social welfare. He says for this agreement and ALBA, PetroCaribe keeps investing in the construction and renovation of ports and petrocasters around the island.
So, Shaakira, interestingly enough, Dominica was one of the first CARICOM countries to join ALBA in 2008, and that stands for the Bolivarian Alliance for the People of Our Americas. And what that means is when PetroCaribe was created, obviously Dominica saw a lot of the benefits. We can see from the free gas for centenarians, we can see from the support of various cultural activities, and most importantly, and obviously, the Petro Casas.
Kerdisha, when government signed the agreement for ALBA, it was heavily criticized, even from the CARICOM countries and from the local people. But I must say that was a very good decision taken by the Roosevelt-Skerrit-led administration.
That's right, Shaakira. And we can even see that in the donation of the gas areas for the fisheries, the people involved in fisheries, and all these things that were donated. And as a matter of fact, I don't know if this is well known, but silently the PetroCaribe agreement has led to the support for many persons in Dominica who could not afford healthcare, providing healthcare to those persons.
Well, I believe with this strength and these ties with Dominica and PetroCaribe, we will benefit much more in more years to come.
I agree. The government of Dominica is spending in excess of $500,000 to get all schools across the island ready for the new school year. 24 schools were affected by Tropical Storm Erica in August last year, leaving a mammoth task for the Ministry of Education in cleanup and repairs. Students of some of these schools are still temporarily relocated to other schools. At a press conference on Monday, Honorable Minister for Education Pierre brought the media up to date on the work of his ministry to get all schools ready for the classes in September. He announced that work has begun on one of the schools worst affected by the storm, the Colliho Primary School.
The works include general repairs to the school building, construction of a road leading to the school building, the paving of the front of the yard, the fencing of the entire perimeter of the school, repainting of both the interior and exterior of the building, and importantly, the construction of a new toilet block and rehabilitation of the pedestrian bridge.
Another school severely impacted by the storm is the Kerdisha Primary School. The minister informed that a contract has been issued for the complete refurbishment of the school and the construction of a new kitchenette. He also informed of work that has been done at the Soufriere Primary School.
The government of Dominica has put on a new roof during the period May 30th, 2016 to June 4, 2016. So in that 4-day period, it was an extended weekend, if I remember well, we were able to do a completely new roof for the Soufriere Primary School to the tune of some 15,000 EC dollars. We anticipate that within short time, we will also address the issue of the fencing to the Soufriere, the perimeter of the Soufriere Primary School.
The Daly's Primary School is also receiving attention.
We expect the fencing to be addressed, the re-roofing of the entire school building, and that includes 5 different buildings, repainting, metalworks, plumbing, and at a cost of some $365,165.25.
Additionally, over $200,000 is being spent for the complete fencing and construction of a retaining wall at the Newtown Primary School. The Honorable Minister said further that regular maintenance on schools across the island will also commence during the summer vacation in preparation for the new school year. Honorable Serja is confident that all these works will be complete before the new school year begins in September 2016.
The Dominica Manufacturers Association, DMA, the Dominica Coalition of Service Industries, DCSI, along with the Dominica Export-Import Agency, DEXIA, and the Ministry of Commerce are collaborating on the Buy Dominica campaign, which will run throughout the month of September. The theme for the campaign is Buy Local, Go Global, building our products and services for success. The main aim of this campaign is to bring attention to local products and services. Activities will be held to promote the purchase of local products and services and to increase export capacity. At a press conference on Wednesday, Executive Director of DCSI, Lester Revere, outlined the objectives of this campaign.
The objectives of the campaign, we have a few objectives here, and the first one is to bring greater awareness and appreciation for local products and services, to emphasize the need for professionalism amongst products and service providers, to highlight the importance of product quality and product and service quality, to emphasize the need for increased production, and to sensitize the main players, the product and service providers, on the requirements to become export ready.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Commerce, Esther Thomas, encouraged the general public to participate in these activities. She believes that buying local products will boost Dominica's economy.
Let me call on the people of Dominica to see this as their campaign. We are just the, I would say, the movers and shakers behind the scenes, raising the consciousness, and so we want to call upon them to take advantage of it, participate, enjoy, appreciate, and do what is required so that we can have a campaign that we all will be proud of.
President of DMA, Severin McKenzie, stated that Dominicans should appreciate and support products which are manufactured locally.
We look at this initiative, the Buy Dominica Month, as another step in getting the Dominican public at home and abroad to appreciate the efforts that Dominicans are making in producing goods and services. So during the month of September, we will be hoping to see the work of our local professionals, our architects, engineers. Yeah?
Yes.
We are hoping that we'll be able to expose some of the works of our local professionals in the service industry. For me, I end up being on both sides, both in the service industry and in the product. So we'll also be seeing the products of Dominicans.
Activities planned for the month include the Buy Dominica Fair, carded for September 23rd, a symposium for both manufacturing and service sectors on September 15th, and an award ceremony for product and service providers on September 29th. You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
In the Government of Dominica Internal Directory mobile app, available for download from the Google Play Store, One Mobile Market, and the Government of Dominica's website. Access to all ministries and sub-departments' phone, email and office addresses and websites. Simply select a ministry and the sub-department. You can dial directly from the app or save the numbers to your phone contacts. It's convenience at your fingertips.
Is my passport ready for pickup? Good. It really works.
Download the Government of Dominica Internal Directory mobile app today.
Welcome back. Lead facilitator of a series of consultations for micro, small and medium enterprises, Milton Lawrence, has challenged entrepreneurs to be involved in the small business policy development, which will ultimately lead to a Small Business Act for Dominica. The policy development forms part of plans by the Ministry of Commerce, Enterprise and Small Business Development to further enhance the business sector. Lawrence addressed entrepreneurs at a workshop in Rosalie on Thursday, 23rd June.
It's important for you to recognize that your role as a micro, or small or medium entrepreneur is really important nationally. And it's important for you to make sure that your government never forgets that.
The policy will seek to provide support to citizens, particularly rural women, the physically challenged, and the youth who have innovative ideas.
You must not see yourselves as little business people operating in little communities in Dominica. You know, so I sell in bakes in Saint-Sauveur, and that's all that matters. You have to see yourselves as part of a much larger community, a much larger market. Dominica is no longer an isolated little place. We are part of the OECS, you know that. We are part of CARICOM. We are part of the ACS, the Association of Caribbean States. And we are part of the ACP, the African, Caribbean and Pacific Group of States. And we are part of the global community, the WTO. So a lot of the rules and regulations that now apply to us are rules that are actually coming from outside. and over which we have limited control to change. I think it's really important that you bear that in mind when we discuss the issues that confront the sector today.
Lawrence stated that the workshops bring to the fore issues and the challenges and identifies ways to grow the sector.
While we discuss, you must always remember that government has a role to play, and so do you. So do you as individual business people, and so do you as an organization within the private sector. Don't ever forget that. Government cannot do everything for you, and in fact, you do not want government to do everything for you. You have to, we need to separate the roles for government, and most of the roles for government have to do with the environment, the incentives, the sort of support they can provide. But there are things that business people need to do for themselves. So while we discuss today, I think you need to be guided by that so we can be clear. And remember, if you go to somebody to ask for something and you say to that person, well, I want you to do this for me and I'm going to do this for myself, you have a much better chance of getting help.
The Environmental Health Unit will be conducting a social mobilization drive to promote the awareness of its drum project, which is an initiative to reduce the breeding of the disease-carrying Aedes aegypti mosquito. On Wednesday, GIS News sat down with Senior Environmental Health Officer Sylvester Saintville, who believes that without the support of the general public, there is only so much the EHU can do.
That particular program cannot be successful unless we have the support of the community and the support of every individual in the community. We know that rainwater harvesting is a climate resilient strategy, and we want to encourage as a country which is cognizant of the impact of climate variability and change on our population. We want to kind of encourage rainwater harvesting, but encourage it in such a way that the methods that we use for rainwater harvesting do not contribute to the transmission of diseases.
He is encouraging the general public to curb mosquito breeding sites.
Most individuals have a drum at home. You know, I have a drum at home, but I ensure that drum itself doesn't contribute to mosquito breeding. So I'm hoping that, you know, people can participate. We at the department and the Ministry of Health, we are hoping that the individuals in the community can participate, use that opportunity to reduce mosquito breeding. Imagine if we get 50% of the 4,500 drums mosquito proof. That would significantly reduce our mosquito or Aedes aegypti population and contribute to the reduction in the potential for the transmission of mosquito-borne diseases.
He lists the location of each of the modified drums as well as the ground activities to be conducted within communities.
The drums will be placed at the main health center in that district. For example, in the Lapland Health District, we have the health farm centers in each of the communities, but the drum will be placed at the Lapland Health Center. So in each of the districts, we place the drum at the main health centers so that individuals could, where they are visible, they will be placed in such a way that individuals can pattern their drums on that drum. We also intend to do a massive media campaign, community education programs, community meetings, where we will be showcasing the retrofitted drum to the community members. So quite apart from this drum being placed at the health centers, we will be moving about the district with the drum to show individuals how they could pattern their drums on the retrofitted drum.
And that's the English news. McPherson St. Luce is up next with Creole highlights.
Alors tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole, non moins c'est McPherson St. Luce. Premièrement, le gouvernement Dominica a supporté teacher tapé trainement en University of the West Indies. Parole ça l'a sorti au ministère de l'Éducation, Honorable Peter Saint-Jean. Honorable Saint-Jean fait parole ça dans le résultat d'examination grade 6 t'est annoncé. Ministre Saint-Jean aussi fait parole que le gouvernement continue à supporter parents et étudiants qui fait bien en examination là.
ministre éducation ni un programme qui a lancé l'année passée, la 25 teachers et maîtres l'école qui a fait ça, nous a créé un master's programme avec UI, puisque nous avons créé si nous développer teachers nous qui nous enfants nous qui travaillent meilleur, et aussi gouvernement Dominique qui a payé tout l'argent pour programme ça là bah ces teachers là l'année ça là moi je veux dire qu'on nous a résultat là qui gouvernement Dominique qui continue pour supporter famille tout le monde Dominique, et c'est jeunes monde là qui fait bien en exemple là nous ni 94 jeunes moun qui trouvé scholarship et yon 100 moun qui nous ba bursaries. Gouvernement qui continue pour ba bursaries avec scholarship, nous que ba tous les enfants qui trouvent bursary $300 et scholarship $500 pour aider famille pour faire provision yo.
Ministre Saint-Jean aussi fait parole que le gouvernement qui continue à assister les parents qui n'ont difficulté.
Et aussi, moi, je voulais dire que quand nous faisons en temps passé, en l'année avant, nos gouvernements qui continuent pour bas support à toute famille, tout le monde Dominique qui n'a difficulté. Ça veut dire nous qui continuons à $500, ça nous a créé transfer grant. Gouvernement qui bayo ces livres là textbook qui ont besoin pour attendre l'école, et en diverses classes la parents ni problème nous que bayo uniforme et souliers, et aussi nous que bayo cas nous que bayo des enfants sac l'école, et aussi ces livres d'exercice qui ont besoin.
Alors, nouvel département quarantine recevait assistance en bas au projet OECS pour augmenter la valeur. Le consultant ici qui travaille et puis département là, météo assistant international. Monsieur Ryan Ansem, c'est chef département quarantine Dominique.
Il y a nous mettre là dans le genre là nous ça compete à international arena. So il travaille avec lab technicien, il montre toutes ces steps là pour faire ça. Pas seulement plan quarantine, il travaille avec mon bureau standard, mon environmental health and water quality. So nous bien servons compte ça moun manger nous ka travailler ces plantes nous laisser ces plantes nous ka manger bitin lab là pour nous vous manger pour nous tester pour moun ça assurance là ça manger à bon. So encore nous bien contents nous les remercier OECS pour projet ça là, c'est un projet qui 6 mois nous qui regarder comment nous ça improve dans le lab nous.
Ansem fait parole qui ça autant important pour le département là.
C'est important parce que comme vous savez nous c'est pays nous petit, nous pas ni toutes ressources pour faire toute bagaille. Ressources là on va parler quand monde pour faire travail là, ou pas jamais ni monde assez monde pour faire travail là. Mais si vous mettez un système en place là où tout le monde savent ça yo ka faire bien, comme on dit déjà programme là même c'est pour nous garder comment nous mettre en quality infrastructure là où ka mettre bagaille bien pour des monde yo mener plan yo pour nous faire assessment ça nous qui point nous qui recorder nous qui analyser nous qui faire bien avec nous qui ba yo bon result. So il pas de contamination bitin nous qui fait comment yo ka fait international Amérique Angleterre. So nous ka fait bagay dans lab là pour nous garder comment nous travaillons plus meilleur.
Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour Nouvelle Créole pour à présent. Non, moi c'est McPherson St. Luce. Au revoir.
2 ways to change your life in 10 minutes or less. Wipe down your office doorknob. Using disinfecting wipes on commonly touched objects like doorknobs can reduce the spread of cold and flu-causing viruses by up to 90%, according to researchers from the University of Arizona.
Eat sardines twice a week. They're packed with protein and omega-3s and most worthy of a place on your plate. Your heart will thank you. That's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm.
Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on a past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. Live streaming is now available on our YouTube channel 24 hours a day. From all of us here on the GIS News Production team, I'm Kerdisha St. Louis.
And I'm Shaakira Pierre. Thanks for watching and join us again next time on National Focus.